This is WFYI News Now. It's November 14th, and I'm Abriana Herron. On today's show, Purdue's Charitable pharmacy set to open next week. A Republican senator in Indiana has come out strongly against redistricting. And the Indianapolis music scene is receiving national attention.
I feel like there's a distinct interest in indie pop and dream pop sounds from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. They're not just simply emulating a specific era. They're doing something that's more than just chasing nostalgia.
Those stories coming up, but first. The 50th edition of the Percussive Arts Society International Convention, or PASIC, is being held in Indianapolis. The event brings together thousands of drummers, percussionists, educators, and music industry professionals from around the world for concerts and clinics. WFYI's Kyle Long sat down with Indianapolis-based composer Rob Funkhauser on Cultural Manifesto. Funkhauser is also an operations and education manager for the Percussive Arts Society.
Coming to PASIC is one of those things where, as much as I try to hype it up individually, you don't understand it until you see it. It's truly, it's a one-of-a-kind experience. It's overwhelming, first of all. It's 150 performances in 4 days.
The Percussive Arts Society is based in Indianapolis. PASIC is recognized as the largest annual gathering of drummers and percussionists in the world. The event runs through tomorrow. Purdue's Charitable pharmacy is set to hold a soft opening next week, expanding critical access to medication. Erica Kovac has more.
The pharmacy project was first announced over the summer in partnership with Gleaners Food Bank of Indiana, operating out of their South Indianapolis location. The fully operational pharmacy will provide free medications and select medical devices to people below 300% of the federal poverty line without prescription insurance. Jasmine Gonzalvo, clinical professor and pharmacy specialist at Purdue, says the team has been focused on informing local doctors and nurse practitioners of the new option.
This is still considered a soft opening through the end of the year as we figure out exactly what our operations are and how we can best serve primarily the Gleaners population, also the central Indianapolis.
Eligible individuals will receive medications, health education, and pharmacist-managed special services, free of charge. I'm Erica Kovac.
The pharmacy will accept donations and plans to be open from 9 to noon on Mondays, with expanded hours in the future. A Republican senator in Indiana has come out strongly against redistricting. As Benthorpe reports, Senator Jean Lysing released a statement saying she could not get behind the push for new congressional maps.
President Donald Trump has for months been pushing states, including Indiana, to redraw congressional boundaries to favor Republicans. State Republicans are getting increased pressure to support the new maps. National interest groups have started funneling significant money into ad campaigns to do just that. But Republican Jean Lysing on Wednesday came out against redistricting. She says her constituents are overwhelmingly opposed to it. Lysing said, quote, "I will be listening to my constituents and will vote no if there is a vote," end quote. State lawmakers are scheduled to take up the issue of redistricting during the first 2 weeks of December. I'm Ben Thorpe.
And for our final story today, the Indianapolis music scene is receiving national attention. The website Bandcamp Daily published a feature praising the city's underground rock music artists. The piece is titled Indy is Next. Kyle Long spoke with the author, Jude Noel.
Jude Noel has worked extensively as a music journalist. His writing has appeared in Pitchfork and The Fader. I asked Jude why he believes the Indianapolis music scene is unique.
I feel like there's a distinct interest in indie pop and dream pop sounds from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. They're not just simply emulating a specific era. They're doing something that's more than just chasing nostalgia.
The bands featured in Jude's article include Wishy, Bless, Mark Tester, and Wife Patrol. But Jude told me that it was the band Good Flying Birds that first sparked his interest.
I had already listened to the Good Flying Birds tape earlier this year, and I knew they were from Indianapolis. So I was like, I'm definitely down to like dig into the connected bands to this record.
I'm Kyle Long.
That's all for today's episode of WFYI News Now. Our podcast is produced by Zach Bundy, with support from the news team at WFYI and public media journalists across the state. Our news director is Sarah Neal-Estes. Kendall Antron produced our music, and I'm your host, Abriana Herron. If you like today's episode, remember to subscribe and share, and follow WFYI on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube to check in on our newsroom throughout the day. Thanks for listening. We'll be back on Monday.